It's not. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Union Catholic Livestream, and debatably the most intense matchup of the year for us, because we're here at TD Bank Ballpark. I'm Evan Florek. I'm joined by Andrew Miller and Ryan Parmenter. How are we doing today?
I mean, absolutely incredible. You saw what happened last year during the same event. Hoping for the same result.
I'm fine. How about you guys?
I mean, listen, I'm excited as ever. I mean, it's Union Catholic versus Elizabeth. This has happened 4 or 5 years now. You'll love to see it. I mean, you alluded to it. We won 5-4 last year. Listen, pitching for the Vikings today, it's going to be starting with Ryan Williams. I mean, listen, the guys pitched in 18.1 innings, 5.53 ERA, 14 Ks.
9 walks.
You know what? That is a very solid ratio right there. I like that. I'm loving the kid on the mound these days.
297 pitches thrown. About, one half of what Lala Reedy throws on a usual Saturday afternoon.
I watched her pitch about 3 innings today. Earlier on the softball broadcast, which I'm hoping we don't suffer from the same problems that we did earlier today with those technical difficulties.
Light day for her, I guess.
Right. No, of course. We had 3 different pitchers during that game. But either way, looks like we are leading off.
And we are leading off for the Elizabeth Minutemen, and leading off is number 4, Hami Tamayo, playing third. And the first pitch is a ball high, and we are underway. Look, you guys see Ryan Williams have that good command early, as he's struggled with the walks later on in the games. I mean, outside of that, he's been perfectly. Williams' second pitch, strike 1 in the inside corner, 1-1. Williams 1-1. Just missing the inside corner, 2-1. Williams 2-1. High and inside, ball 3. The 3-1 pitch. Line to center field. That's going to be a base hit. Falls right in front of Wilson. Leadoff man is on. And batting second for the Minutemen is number 14, Ian Acevedo, playing left field. Tamayo taking the lead off first. Williams pitch. In the dirt, ball 1. Good block by Morrison. Keeping Tamayo there at first. And Andrew, an absolutely beautiful day here today. 84 degrees, sunny. Williams picks off, throws not in time. But a beautiful day. I mean, in the forecast, it was projected to be raining and thundering all day, but, perfectly sunny, barely a cloud in the sky. The 1-0 is a strike. Williams steps off. Williams, 1-1 pitches, ball inside, 2-1. And if you're Ryan Williams, you kind of got to relax. Your command is a bit shaky to start. You just got to relax. Williams picks off, throws in the dirt, past Pellegrino, and Tamayo is going to run to second. He's rounding second. He's going to go to third. Ball has not been picked up yet. McKay picks it up, fires into Valoria. And it is quickly a runner on third and no outs for the Minutemen. A costly mistake. The 2-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. I mean, this right here is going to be a crucial out for Williams to get. If he doesn't get this, there's a good if he strikes Acevedo out, there's a good chance that he could strand the runner at third. But any ball that is put in play in the air in the outfield, there's a good chance that Tamayo scores with third. Williams, 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul. Acevedo putting up a good fight here. The 2-2. High ball 3. The 3-2. Low and outside, ball 4.
And it has been a small problem for Williams year-round. The walks hopefully doesn't get him in the foot today. Want to overcome that.
And batting third for the Minutemen is number 17, Eliezer Cepeda, playing shortstop. And the Vikings defense, behind the dish is Braden Morrison. At third is Luigi Sacca. At short is Greg Valoria. At second is Nick Anderson. Playing first is Mikey Pellegrino. From left to right field is Josiah Sharp, Chris Wilson, Brian McCabe, and Williams on the mound. Williams 0-0 pitch. Low ball 1. Runners on the corner here, no outs. Williams 1-0 pitch is a strike in the inside corner. Williams picks off, keeping Acevedo there at first. Acevedo goes. Morrison fakes the throw to second, and it's over Saka's head. Tamayo scores, and Acevedo attempting to go for the steal just is going to go to third. A costly mistake for Morrison there. And Elizabeth quickly takes a 1-0 lead with only 1 hit in this inning and 2 errors. The Vikings already in quick risk here, already down 1-0, runner on third, no men out. That is important here. Cepeda up 2-1. Williams set. 2-1. Cepeda chops it over Saka's head, and that is a quick 2-0 lead for the Minutemen. Not the start you want to have here if you're Ryan Williams. And batting cleanup for the Minutemen is number 8, Albert Maldonado, pitching for the Minutemen. Williams' first pitch. Maldonado fouls it back. Williams 0-1 pitch. Maldonado cuts and misses. 0-2. Williams 0-2.
Going.
Cepeda takes off for second, and he gets there. However, the Vikings finally get their first out as Maldonado strikes out on 3 pitches. Batting fifth for the Minutemen is number 23, Derek Escobar, playing first base.
The first baseman, Derek Escobar.
But there's no third base.
Williams' first pitch. Escobar grounds a foul. The 0-1 pitch. High ball one. Williams, 1-1 pitch. Escobar fouls it straight back. Williams, 1-2. Ball high, 2-2. Williams looking to pick up the second out here. The 2-2 pitch. Escobar grounds at the short. Valoria picks up, fires over to first in time. 2 down. Cepeda advances to third.
Fielder EJ Oliveira.
Batting sixth for the Minutemen is number 2, EJ Oliveira, playing right field for the Minutemen. Williams' first pitch. Check swing. Doesn't go. The 1-0 pitch. Low and outside, ball 2. Williams looking to strand a runner here at third. However, he's already down in the count, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. The 3-0 pitch. Strike in the outside corner. The 3-1 pitch.
Oh my goodness.
Oliveira skies at the left center field. Sharp can somewhere, and he makes the catch. However, Elizabeth gets 2 runs on 2 hits and 2 errors. 1 man left on base. Vikings come up to bat. Leading off for the Vikings is number 1, Josiah Sharp, playing left field. Batting second is number 2, Greg Valoria, playing short. Batting third is number 10, Chris Wilson, playing center field. Batting cleanup for the Vikings is number 7, Braden Morrison, playing catcher. Batting fifth is number 77, Mikey Pellegrino, playing first. Batting sixth is number 5, Nick Anderson, playing second base. Batting seventh is number 12, Brian McCabe, playing right field. Batting eighth is number 13, Luigi Sacca, playing third. And batting ninth is number 6, Chris Tortorella, DHing for the pitcher, Ryan Williams. Maldonado's first pitch. High ball 1. The 1-0. Strike in the outside corner. Oh, 1-1. The 1-1. Low ball 2. Something I've noticed here is that Maldonado's working really quickly. As soon as he gets set, basically, he's going. The 2-1. Sharp grounds the third. And it eats him up. Sharp rounding first.
Second base.
Goes to second. And Sharp with a leadoff error. I guess that's what we're going to call it. Tamayo not able to come with that. And the Minutemen's defense from left field is Ian Acevedo in left field. Manny Nunez in center. EJ Olivaria in right field. Playing third is number 4, Jamie Tamayo. Playing short is number 17, Eliezer Cepeda. Playing second is number 1, Derek Guzman. And playing first is number 23, Derek Escobar. Behind the plate for the Minutemen is number 7, Edzard Cardozo. And on the mound is Albert Maldonado. Valoria up to bat. Valoria shows bunt. Striking the outside corner. Yesterday, Greg Valoria had a big game as he hit a grand slam against Bayonne. Maldonado's 0-1 pitch. Steps off, keeping Sharp close at second. Valoria shows bunt. Wants a foul. Valoria quickly down 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Valoria grounds the short. It's going to be trouble. Sharp retreating back to second. And Greg is safe with an infield single.
Now batting for the Vikings, the center fielder number 10, Chris Wilson.
Now batting for the Vikings is number 10, Chris Wilson, playing center field. And on Valoria's hit, Cepeda was unable to get to that. Maldonado's 0-0 pitch. Wilson pops it up behind the plate. And Cardozo puts it away, 1 down. Now batting for the Vikings is number 7, Braden Morrison, behind the dish for the Vikings.
The catcher number 7, Braden Morrison.
Morrison has been an absolutely integral piece to the Vikings offense this year. He actually got moved up to the cleanup spot. Maldonado's first pitch is that catches the inside corner for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Sharp takes off. Back up the middle. And he isn't able to come up with it. Sharp rounding third. He's coming home to score. And an infield hit for Braden Morrison. As a second baseman,
Batting to the Vikings, number 77.
Guzman was not able to come up with that. An infield single for Morrison.
I don't want to yell at you. No, it's fine.
Pellegrino takes first pitch strike.
You have a lot of base runners like that.
Pellegrino actually had a 3-run home run against Bayonne, second of the game. Pellegrino chops over to third. Over to second for 1. That's all they get.
It's a nice play.
Batting sixth for the Vikings is number 5 Nick Anderson playing second base. First pitch is a strike. Maldonado's 1-1 pitch. That ball catches the outside corner. Anderson didn't like that call. He's now down 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. High and outside, ball 2. One-two pitch. Ball is ground up to middle. Cepeda makes up a fires over to first.
Save the run.
And the throw is in time. A great play by Cepeda. However, the Vikings get 1 run on 2 hits and 1 error. 2 men left on base. First pitch is a strike. For number 3, Manny Nunez. Williams 0-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. Ball is fouled back. Out of play. 1-2. Pitch is low and outside. 2-2. Pitch is high and in, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Ball is low and Williams walked him after having him 1-2. Batting for the Minutemen is number 7, Landon Jones, a DH. First pitch. Pitching outside corner, strike 1. No. Got before. The 0-1. Way outside, ball 1. Williams checks him at first. The 1-1. Catches the bottom of the zone, 1-2. Jones looking to fight here. Looking to extend this at bat. Williams, 1-2. Jones pops it up to right field. McCabe giving chase to it, but out of play. Count remains 1-2. Williams, 1-2 pitch. Grounds it past a diving Valoria and it goes to left field. Sharp fires in the cutoff man.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Derek Guzman.
Now batting for the Minutemen is number 1, Derek Guzman, playing second base. Morrison taking a mound visit here. Williams, pitch, shows bunt. Fouls at third base side. Guzman showing bunt. Williams, 0-1 pitch. Guzman gets it down, but it's foul. 0-2. The 0-2. Nunez fouls it off himself. Sorry, Guzman fouls it off himself. Williams, 0-2. Guzman absolutely smokes it, but foul. Count remains 0-2. Guzman putting up a good fight here. All 4 pitches this at bat have been foul balls. Williams, 0-2. Guzman skies it to right center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Wilson comes up firing. Here's the play at the plate. It's cut off by Williams. That's a RBI single for number 1, Derek Guzman. Nunez came around to score there as the Vikings are now down 3-1.
Third baseman, number 4, Jaime Tamayo.
Now at the top of the order for the Minutemen, Jaime Tamayo's up at bat, and Tamayo's last at bat had a single up the middle. Williams set. First pitch is low and outside, ball 1. Williams picks off, keeping Guzman at first. Williams steps off. The 1-0 pitch. Bounces pitch 2-0. The 2-0. Drops in there for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch.
Oh.
Tamayo skies it to shallow right center field. That's trouble.
Does he tag?
Wilson makes a catch and Jones fakes the tag, but he's going to stay put.
The left fielder, number 14, Ian Acevedo.
And up a bat for the Minutemen here is number 14, Ian Acevedo. Last time he walked and then advanced to third on a throwing error from Williams. Williams picks off again. The 0 pitch. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. 1-0. Acevedo calls time. Williams looking to get out of this jam. Runners on first and third, 1 out, and 1 man already coming to the score this inning. The dangerous hitter in Ian Acevedo at the plate. Williams, 1-0 pitch. Valoria ground to short. Valoria just takes a throw to second, gets it out. However, Jones does score. It's an RBI fielder's choice for Acevedo.
Now batting for the Minutemen, the shortstop, number 17, Eliezer Zepeda.
Batting for the Minutemen is Eliezer Zepeda. His last at bat, he had a chopper over Saka's head. Lengthy mound visit here. Yeah. Williams coming out for an apparent undisclosed reason, and Lenny Piguero. And Lenny Piguero coming into relief. Piguero recently had his season debut against Nuprov. Piguero transferred from Roselle Catholic, making his second appearance of the season. Because there's a transfer that if you transfer twice, or if you are a senior, which Piguero's not, he's a junior, you have to sit, I believe, 2 weeks. Piguero's first pitch, runner takes off. Morrison start on a second, is not in time. Piguero bounced the pitch. Runner takes out the third. Count is quickly 2-0 here, and a runner on third, 2 down. Acevedo at third with good speed. Cepeda absolutely smoked a ball. Foul. Piguero's 2-1 pitch. Cepeda fouls it straight back. Almost hit us, actually. Count is now even at 2-2. Way outside, ball 3. Count is now full. Piguero looking to keep that runner from scoring here. Piguero's 3-2 pitch. It's over Morrison's head, and that runner scores. Cepeda walks. Acevedo scores, and the Vikings are now down 5-1. Not an ideal start for the Vikings.
Now batting for the Minutemen, the pitcher number 8, Albert Maldonado.
Now batting for the Minutemen is Albert Maldonado's last time a bat struck out on 3 pitches. The 0-0. Pitch catches the outside corner, strike 1. Maldonado skies it near the Vikings dugout. Hits the top of the dugout and bounces onto the concourse. And a mad dash for the ball. Maldonado down 0-1. Runner goes. Maldonado fouls it straight back. Maldonado down 0-2. Cepeda takes off the 0-2, and that ball is smoked back up the middle. It's going to be a base hit for Maldonado.
Now batting for the Minutemen, the first baseman, number 23, Derek Escobar.
Batting for the Minutemen is number 23, Derek Escobar. Last time he was up, ground out to short. Brother, I don't know. And Escobar absolutely cracks it to right field. However, McCabe camps under and he makes the play. However, Elizabeth scores 3 runs on 3 hits and 2 men left on base. Vikings come to bat. Ladies and gentlemen, last year the Vikings had a walk-off win. Actually, a walk-off walk from graduate Nick Pellegrino, the brother of Mikey Pellegrino. First pitch is high, 1-0. Now for the Vikings is number 12, Brian McCabe. Maldonado's 1-0 pitch. McCabe takes for strike 1 at the bottom of the zone. Maldonado's 1-1 pitch. Just missed the outside corner, 2-1. Man, Maldonado's working really fast right now. The 2-1 pitch. McCabe fouls it straight back.
Stop. I know where I went. Oh, I didn't know if he didn't do that.
McCabe skies the ball to shallow center field. Nunez camps under it, makes the play. 1 down.
Now batting for the Vikings, number 13, the third baseman, Luigi Sacco.
Batting for the Vikings, number 13, Luigi Saka playing third base. Maldonado's first pitch. Outside, ball 1. Another reason why I believe that the Vikings are off their timing. Maldonado's 1-0. Barely managed to catch the inside corner, strike 1. Another reason why I believe that the Vikings are off timing right now is Maldonado's working at extremely fast paces. You see there is the 1-1 is pulls the string and gets Saka swinging on that great pitch there. Saka down quickly, 1-2. Pitch is high, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Bounces a pitch, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Saka bloops it to right field, not a play. Maldonado's 3-2 pitch. Saka takes strike 3 on the outside corner, 2 down.
Now batting for the Vikings, the designated hitter number 6, Chris Tortorella.
Now batting for the Vikings is the designated hitter, Chris Tortorella. The 0-0 pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Tortorella lines the ball up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Only Vikings' second hit of the game. All right now. Now batting for the Vikings, number 1, Josiah Sharp. His last time up at bat, hit a ball to third base, and the third baseman, Hami Tamayo, was unable to come up with the ball, and he reached first and advanced to second. First pitch is low, ball 1. Maldonado picks off. Tortorella dives back. The 1-0 pitch. Sharp takes for strike 1. Sharp this season's batting .279 with 12 hits, 3 RBIs, 10 walks, and 43 at-bats. Solid season there. Sharp swings at a pitch. Pitch is skied to shallow right field. And Guzman makes a catch. Vikings are now losing 5-1 still. One hit, no runs, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Elizabeth coming up to bat. Leading off for Elizabeth Minutemen is number 2, EJ Oliveira. And this is around Union County today. Dayton beat Briley 3-2 as Peguero's first pitch comes in there for a strike. And New Prov beat SPF 7-3, and Vikings are currently playing Elizabeth, and they're down 5-1. Johnson and Union started at 4. Peguero, second pitch. Gets Oliveira chasing. 0-2.
I mean, let me tell you something, Mr. Ryan Parmenter. The weather's beautiful. Union Catholic not putting the best performance on right now. It's a tough game going on, but the vibes here are absolutely immaculate. Beautiful weather, everybody's happy. I'm a little bit concerned over the weather, but it looks like it's all good now, and it shouldn't start till later. The energy is just on point. Colton Ruffalo, you've been out in the crowds, you've been walking around. Is there anything you'd like to say about the environment?
Oh, the environment's great, honestly. I think there was a bit of a conversation of, because the clouds just south of over here, very cloudy, but the sun's actually appearing a lot, so very nice to see, Harrison.
Very well said, Colton. Back to you, Parm.
Peguero's 0-2 pitch is bounced, and his 1-2 pitch comes in for strike 3, and Morrison tags him out. Oliveira down on strikes.
Now batting for the Minutemen, the center fielder, number 3, Manny Nunez.
Hitting for the Minutemen is number 3, playing center field, Manny Nunez. His last at bat, he walked. Peguero's first pitch is a strike, 0-1. Wait, where is he? Peguero's 0-1 pitch. Nunez chops a foul. Peguero's command when he first came in was a bit shaky, but he's actually really improved his command. He's now ahead 0-2 on Manny Nunez. The 0-2. Nunez has to duck out the way to avoid that pitch. 1-2. The 1-2. Upstairs 2-2. The 2-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner, 2 down. Nunez down on strikes.
Now batting for the Minutemen, the designated hitter, number 7, Landon Jones.
Batting for the Minutemen is number 7, Landon Jones. His last at bat had an infield hit to shortstop and came around and ended up scoring. Peguero's 0-0 pitch. Just misses the outside corner. Ball 1. Now that's a pitch we've seen called a strike basically all game, but I guess it was just a bit too much off the plate for that to be called a strike. Peguero's 1-0. Jones skies the straightaway center field. Wilson has to take a few steps, camps under it, and makes the catch. Minutemen go down 1-2-3 and come to bat for the Vikings is Valoria, Wilson, and Morrison. We'll be right back. And just a quick little recap on the game yesterday for the Vikings. Vikings won 12-5 against Bayonne. For Bayonne, Estevez went 1 for 3 with a home run and 1 RBI. And Vargas had 2 singles and a single, and Cunningham went 1 for 3 with a double and 2 RBIs. And for the Vikings, Jake Volta went 5 2/3, giving up 3 runs on 6 hits, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. And Valoria went 2 for 4 with a grand slam. The first pitch is high and upstairs. And speaking of the man who had the grand slam yesterday had a grand slam. Valoria grounds to the short. Cepeda fields, fires over to first in time.
Now batting for the Vikings, the center fielder, number 10, Chris Wilson.
Batting for the Vikings is number 10, Chris Wilson. Last time he was up at bat, he fouled it to the catcher. And on the season, in 48 at-bats, Wilson is batting .396 with 19 hits, 9 RBIs, and 7 walks. First pitch is a ball. Maldonado's 1-0 pitch. Bounced in front of the plate, 2-0. Maldonado's 2-0. Wilson pops up to right field, now to play. The 2-1 pitch. Wilson grounds over to second. Guzman picks up, fires over to first in time, 2 down.
Now batting for the Vikings, the catcher, number 7, Braden Morrison.
Up for the Vikings now is Braden Morrison. His last at bat, he singled to second base. Maldonado's first pitch. Morrison takes low. Ball 1. Morrison, a slow roller to third base. Maldonado picks up, fires to first. Throw is not in time. Morrison has an infield single, keeping the inning alive.
Now batting for the Vikings, the first baseman, number 77, Mikey Pellegrino.
Now batting for the Vikings is number 77, Mikey Pellegrino. His last time at bat had a fielder's choice that drove in a run. Drove in actually Josiah Sharp, the leadoff hitter. Morrison taking lead off first. Maldonado picks off. Morrison manages to scamper back just in time. Maldonado's second pitch was high, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, Morrison takes off. Pellegrino swings on a drive to left field. He's going back, and he makes the catch, and Pellegrino with a great swing there. Just an unfortunate outcome. And coming up to bat here for the Minutemen is Nunez, Jones, and Guzman. We'll be right back. And we are back for the top of the 4th inning, and up for the Minutemen is the second baseman, number 1, Derek Griezmann. His first at bat, he singled a center field that drove in a few runs. Peguero's first pitch is a ball, low and outside. Peguero's 1-0. Almost hits Griezmann, ball 2. Griezmann's last at bat had a bloop single just in front of Wilson. Peguero's 2-0 pitch. Low and outside, ball 3. Peguero quickly down 3-0. Peguero's 3-0 pitch. Drops in the outside corner for strike 1. Peguero's 3-1. Griezmann cuts and misses. Strike 2. Peguero was able to claw his way back there. Quickly down 3-0, now count is full. The 3-2. Outside corner, strike 3. Griezmann down looking. Now batting for the Minutemen is Hamed Tamayo. His last time up at bat, he flew to center field. Peguero's first pitch. Breaking ball drops in for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Just misses on the inside corner. 1-1. The 1-1. Breaking ball, strike 2. Peguero really working well here after a shaky first inning of command. He's really settled in here. The 1-2. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Tamayo down looking. Peguero with yet another strikeout. Batting for the Minutemen is number 14, Acevedo. His last time at bat, he had fielder's choice to shortstop. Peguero's first pitch. Low and outside, ball 1.
After this inning, this half inning, they're going to jump on, right?
That's fine, yeah.
Thanks.
Peguero's 1-0. Just misses on the outside corner. Ball 1. The 2-0. Outside, ball 3. Peguero here falling behind Acevedo, looking to find his footing here. The 3-0. Walked him on 4 pitches. Up for the Minutemen is number 17, Eliezer Cepeda. His last at-bat, he walked. Peguero getting rosin on his hand. Acevedo takes a short lead off first. Peguero's first pitch is outside, ball 1. Figueroa steps off. Figueroa picks off. Acevedo dives back just in time.
I mean, listen, Parmenter, even up here in the booth, we can hear the screams and the yells and the energy of the Elizabeth bench. I mean, it's pretty incredible that, I don't know if the mic's picking it up, but, I mean, it's really electric. And we just see a stolen base over to second, Acevedo.
As Harrison said, Acevedo stole second, and the second pitch there was low for ball 2. And then, as Harrison said, Elizabeth's dugout does always bring that energy, no matter what. I mean, especially against the Vikings. The Vikings and Elizabeth do not, they never really go well. They've always had beef. Briguere's 2-0. Bounces at ball 3. Acevedo scampers back to second. Briguere down 3-0. Briguere's 3-0. And he walks Cepeda yet again.
Now batting for the Minutemen, the pitcher number 8, Albert Maldonado.
Batting for the Minutemen is the pitcher number 8, Albert Maldonado. His last time up at bat, he had a single. Briguere trying to escape this 2-out jam here.
Where is he?
Briguere steps off, fakes it to second. The 0-0 pitch. High and outside.
All right.
Briguere set. The 1-0 pitch. That ball is laced into left center field. It's going to be a base hit. Sharp cuts it off. However, the runner will score, and the Minutemen take a 6-1 lead. Vikings taking a mound visit here, and up for the Minutemen is number 23, Derek Escobar, who's actually one hit away from having 100 career hits in the high school season, which is actually very, very impressive, as the high school season is not long at all. And Maldonado actually picks up his second hit of the game. Briguere's first pitch gets Escobar chasing, 0-1. And the person that scored on Maldonado's hit was Ian Acevedo. Briguere's 0-1 pitch bounces at ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. And Escobar line it to Saka at third, but Saka makes the catch. And coming to bat for the Vikings is Anderson, McCabe, and Saka. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I'm Evan Floric, and this is Andrew Miller. And we're here with the bottom of the fourth. Nick Anderson first off to bat for the Vikings. Takes a second pitch deep. Right fielder's there, though. EJ Oliveira. You gotta love to see it from the kid. I'll tell you what, Vikings have been making great contact today, but it has been slightly not enough, and it is a very unfortunate sight to see.
Absolutely right. 4 hits for only 1 run to show for it. Not exactly ideal, especially when Elizabeth, they have 6 runs on only 6 hits. Big disparity there.
I mean, to be fair, that might be more credited to the errors that we saw. And I mean, there were some very early errors in the game. You saw them from Braden Morrison. You saw them from everybody, but I'm not going to pin that on Braden because Braden's been having a day for himself. I mean, he is one of those 4 hits. Brian McCabe off the bat right now.
Yep, as we said, right, one of the best catchers in the state. With a catcher like that, they might make some errors, but at the end of the day, they have so much production, you got to take some, lose some.
Without a doubt, yeah.
And that'll hit him there. He'll take first base.
I really hope Coach McCabe is watching this.
He undoubtedly is, unless he's got a track meet to do.
I've been told he's in Maryland.
On vacation or track?
Track.
Speaking of Maryland, we got a big Maryland guy in the booth today, actually. My name is Harris Manusos, and big Andrew Miller over here, commentator number, either number, really, of the 2. You know, he's not 1 or 2. He could be any, but big Maryland guy.
Either way, Luigi Sacca up to bat. I'll tell you what, both the pitcher and the catcher are eyeing McCabe on first. Maldonado has been throwing gas for the Minutemen today. I mean, you see it right there. Sacca, a strong hitter in his own right. I mean, the first game I pitched, that man hit a thriller of a triple.
Absolutely right. Batting .268 on the year. As a freshman, great job there. And he pitches too.
You gotta love a player who can do it all like Sacca, especially at that young age where he's only gonna get better. It's high up in the sky. Cardozo's there. That'll be the second out of the bottom of the 4th.
And second time that exact play has happened, as we know. Chris Wilson, his first at-bat of the game, similar result.
Yes, we did see that.
Designated hitter number 6, Chris Tortorella.
Tortorella up to bat now. The other freshman in the lineup. Listen, I'm really not sure how he made contact with that, but he did. Tied for ball one. 1-1 pitch here. 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Bottom of the fourth. My bad. Make some clean contact there. McCabe slides into second just a little too late, and that'll end the bottom of the fourth. Minutemen will still lead 6-1. Had 4 runs allowed in the first 2 innings alone. The switch to Lenny Piguero, who has not pitched a single inning for the Vikings so far, has been absolutely immaculate from the kid so far.
Absolutely right. The pitching is on, the fielding is on, less errors are being made, but at the end of the day, you're still at a 5-run hole. You've got a few innings to make this up. Got to get the bats going.
Without a doubt. And I'll tell you what, this defense has been improving since 5 total runs allowed in the first 2 innings. They've only had 1 in the second 2. And so we'll see how they develop that in the 5th.
Yep.
Top of the 5th now. Minutemen lead 6-1. Now listen, a huge shout out has to be given to the weather here. There was the concern that it would be thunderstorming, but it's not. I mean, it is gorgeous out, a little bit humid, but you know what? That's some ball game weather right there. Batting now for the Minutemen, EJ Oliveira. Makes some great contact. Piguero tries to get a hand on it. Greg, the shortstop, bounces it off. Pellegrino's there. You love to see the connection. You see that all too much. I think they practiced it in A-push. Our exam is on Friday. They better be ready.
You know, bounced off Lenny's glove there. Almost an error. Instead, bounces it to the shortstop. We'll give him the assist there.
You know what? It is working out. And you know what? We call those happy accidents.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Bob Ross. Batting now, Manny Nunez. Center fielder for the Minutemen. I'll tell you what, if you're Piguero, imagine your first high school refs for Union Catholic being on possibly the grandest stage of them all.
Yep.
Fouled back, right over the net, above our press booth actually, press box. We're in a press box today, isn't that awesome?
That is seriously awesome. This is amazing. Obviously, a bit smaller than you would have imagined it to be, but still a great experience.
This is an incredible experience. You could not be happier. Nunez fouls it off again, this time, instead of backwards, to the right. Now, of course, this could not be possible without Coach Galletti. And of course, we have a guy in the press box who works for the Somerset Patriots. Nick Dahl, anything you'd like to say?
Every single year I love coming to this game because, I'm here every week with Somerset, day in, day out. And when my high school team comes here to play here, I love it. I'm so glad that I get to share this experience that I see every day with you guys.
Hey, incredible contact. However, just outside the baseline, Another foul. It'll be a 1-2 pitch again. McCabe trying to make an immaculate diving catch there. He almost did. I mean, listen, the guy dove. It hit his glove. He hits the ground. The ball hits the ground. It's an unfortunate play. Fouled off again. The longest at-bat for a 1-2 I've ever personally seen.
And if I was Coach McCabe right now, I'd be at this game because the way some of these kids chase these foul balls, I mean, they could seriously have some future track talent.
Oh, I mean, listen, Coach Kopnick, here with his kid. I'm sure, as great of a ball game as it is, he's recruiting out here. That is foul yet again. Morrison's back. It's too far back. And for the 5th time, we'll be looking at a 1-2 pitch.
But the kids are happy about it. They're getting a lot of balls right here.
If you're watching this and you do get a ball, please return it to either dugout.
Otherwise, the snap raise money is going to have to go to buy more balls.
And Peguero strikes him out. The one time he doesn't swing. Throwing absolute heat. You love to see it. Gets his second out there.
Now batting for the Minutemen, the designated hitter number 7, Landon Jones.
Landon Jones, DH for the Minutemen, up to bat now. Gotta say, you love UC alum Jacob Nyeshabor doing the PA for us today.
He's got a serious future in that. He's got some real talent.
I'll tell you what, he is working with the broadcasting program at Seton Hall University. We have a live stream member working with Seton, who's going to be going to Seton Hall next year, Tony Medusos. You'll love to see it. 1-0 pitch here.
Umpire is loving the lower part of that zone.
Paints the bottom of it. That low strike zone is having a day today. Just a bit outside. I watched Major League today, folks. I will not be talking like Bob Uecker, don't worry. 2-1 pitch here. Little high, little inside. Does Landon Jones have a filter on his player? Oh, wow. Hammered to center field, where Chris Wilson barely has to take a step. That'll end the top of the 5th. Minutemen still lead 6-1. Bottom of the 5th here. And we're back to the top of the lineup for the Vikings here. Josiah Sharp up to bat. Committed to Edward Waters University, which I heard of for the first time when he committed there. Makes great contact just past the third baseline. Unfortunate. He'll be staring down an 0-2 pitch. Just a little bit high. 1-2 here for the... Oh, Sai is out swinging. Oh, never... Yeah, nah.
Drop strike rule right there.
Unfortunate.
First out of the inning.
Batting for the Vikings, the shortstop number 2, Greg Valoria.
UC Livestream icon, Greg Valoria. Of course, now it's at 20K likes? Are you kidding me? All right.
300K views.
300K views on the most popular video in UC sports media history. His promposal to Gracie Taylor. She is sitting right down there. Cheer live. Just a little bit low for ball 1. Wouldn't we love that?
Not too late.
It's a little late for that. It's okay. Swing and a miss for Greg. 1-1 pitch here. Next time, we will get Gracie, I promise you. Straight down the middle for strike 2. One-two pitch here. It's great contact there. Fly ball. Shortstop comes in a little bit for the second out of the bottom of the 5th.
Felt like he hit that one with a little bit of hesitation. Don't know if he wanted to necessarily go. Resulted in some soft contact.
Of course, you could have gotten a lot stronger of a hit off on that. Now up to bat, Sacred Heart commit Chris Wilson. Takes the first one to the heavens. Right to Maldonado.
Second time this game, he's gotten out on that infield fly first pitch. Not what you want to see there. A bit frustrating for him. Got to stay mentally in it if you want to get back into this game.
But if you're Wilson, you like what you see. Clearly, you're taking the first pitch.
Yep.
You want to stay confident. Of course, you're still down 6-1. In the bottom of the 5th, you have 2 innings left. If you want to create a spark, it's not too late to do that necessarily. But you got to create something fast, and that confidence is exactly what you need if you're Wilson. If it takes a first pitch to the yard, that might be what it takes. So we'll see how they respond in the 6th inning. Stay tuned. Top of the 6th here. First pitch just a little bit down and outside. Batting right now, Derek Guzman, second baseman. Peguero's 1-0 pitch here. Inside. We're at 3-0 here. A sight all too familiar for Peguero, but if there's anything I know, he can make this comeback. For chance at the next batter, Guzman's gonna walk. Three, 1. We're at 3-2 here. Wait, no, we're at 3. Yeah, we're at 3-2. We're at a full count here. Guzman dropped his bat. I thought he was walking. Makes amazing contact there. Saya dives. Oh, he's got it. What a play by Josiah Sharp. Good God, Edward Waters University's got a good one.
Yeah, they might have struck gold with him. What a play there.
Now batting for the Minutemen, the third baseman, number 4, Jaime Tamayo.
Harrison Manousos, we're going to fire you. Anyway, Jaime Tamayo up to bat. Ben Palacio on the cameras, folks. First pitch, a strike. I'll tell you what, Saya hesitated. He made that dive. What a beautiful dive by Josiah Sharp. One pitch incoming here. We apologize about any technical difficulties with the mics. Two, 1 here. Makes amazing contact. That's right field. It's foul.
Quite funny that both left and right field here are about, 316 feet. Yet at Union Catholic, I believe that right field is about like 400 feet. Kind of crazy that, this major league stadium, minor league stadium, is smaller than our home high school field.
Well, it's funny you say that because we have possibly the oddest shape for a single field ever. Absolutely hammered to center field. Wilson cannot get there in time. Tamayo's gonna keep running. He's going 3. Oh, he's gonna stop. Going back to second. Very smart play there. Dugout hitting there, Selly. I would too.
Fielder number 14, Ian Acevedo.
Ian Acevedo up to bat now.
Listen, Union Catholic has 1 inning left. 1 inning, 2 innings. Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit, but I'm saving. I'm rehearsing my speech when there's 1 inning left. But they have 2 innings left to make magic happen. These are big plays that they're making. They really can't give up anything more than they have if they want to be confident in pulling off a miracle here. They really got to stay disciplined. They really got to keep their head up high, and if they do these 2 things, they'll have a greater chance of making this miracle happen.
Off the grounds. Tamayo with a big run, but he will not go to third. Morrison was there. If he tried to steal third, he would have been out. So, smart.
Something that has given its all today is Lenny's elbow. I feel like he's got to be relieved soon going into the 6th inning. Got to get some guys in the bullpen warming up.
Gotta say, could this be the game we see Noah J. Sosa?
It is possible. I have heard rumors that he could be here to close the game, obviously not start the game.
Well, if he was starting the game, you would have seen him about a long time ago.
I'm just talking about what the word on the street was back in the day,
Ah, yes, I see.
before the word was confirmed.
2-0 pitch here. Great up-down movement on that. 12-6, I believe they call it.
Gotta be. I mean, 12 is up, 6 is down.
Very understandable, right? They gotta love calls that actually make sense, right? Either way, 2-1 pitch. Roped right to Greg. Makes the play at third.
Not a force out there, so he'll be safe.
Unfortunately, Saka slips on the play there. Probably could have gotten the out there.
Now batting to the
It's very unfortunate.
Number 17, Eliezer.
Obviously, right, the play at third was closer, but at the same time, right, the play at first would have been a force.
Cepeda up to bat. John Kopp will walk by. Shout out to the live stream crew here at the game. You'll love to see him supporting. You gotta love the live stream crew leveling up here today. It's high, it's backwards. It is into the stands. Turn that to either dugout. Makes amazing contact again. Valoria slips. Cepeda thinking about going two. Wilson's there though. And Tomeo's gonna make it home. Now giving the Minutemen a 7-1 lead. Off of 8 hits.
With runners still on the corners, only one out.
That is a very dangerous position to be in. And they're gonna visit the mound.
I mean, Coletti understands, right, just as you said, this is a dangerous position to be in, and he might be taking the ball out of Lenny's hands to find relief for him.
Listen, Lenny has been an absolute dog so far, and you'll love to see what he's done. Well, somebody's bound to be walking out here. Lenny will walk off, and walking on is Santi Alvarez to end this game. Hopefully, close this game.
And we have Union Catholic varsity baseball player Carlos behind home plate right now in the stands. Don't know why he's there, but sure he's, checking on some fans, trying to get the crowd back in Union Catholic's favor to drive a little rally here.
Hear me out. I actually discussed this on the softball broadcast earlier today, around 11 a.m. How crazy is it to have an outfielder stand there, right? Because you foul so many balls right over that net. Can you theoretically have someone standing right there to catch the foul balls, get them out? Surely you have one less person in the outfield. It might be stupid, but how crazy would it be if for every foul ball you hit, you have someone standing in the stands?
I think in banana baseball that's allowed. Don't know if that's within the confines of the rule for baseball.
Maybe we should start ruling by banana ball.
What if we just made banana ball for every single sport? Obviously, right, the Harlem Globetrotters, they've already got that. But what about sports like lacrosse, soccer? Could we make some money there? I think we could. We're looking into that.
Santi Alvarez, you see him warming up right now. Of course, the senior pitcher for the Vikings. I do like your idea, though. Imagine banana ball for track and field. Coach McCabe, if you're listening, we want to hear your ideas. I believe they did not update the score on the board in the Somerset Patriots Stadium. but you have it on live stream. This is why we level up here. Alvarez looking to pitch his 5th inning total this year. He'll be facing is Albert Maldonado. Alvarez's first pitch is a strike. You love to see. Maybe it's a good sign. Now, Nick Dahl, you did tell me Elizabeth played here last night. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, Elizabeth played a great game against Oratory last night. Oratory, a team we lost to. And right now, the score is 7-1. Well, if you look at it again, it's right now, it's 7-1 here, and Elizabeth beat Oratory 7-1 here last night at Somerset Patriots Sit in TD Bank Ballpark here in Bridgewater.
Fouled off. If that net wasn't there, that's going straight towards us, okay?
And Somerset, you may or may not know it, but in 2019, one of our commentators caught a foul ball and commentated himself catching a foul ball right in this exact spot.
Is that the thing that went viral?
That is the thing that went viral.
I remember that. That was lovely.
Jimmy Kimmel, all those shows like that, Sports Center, all that. And we could have had a moment like that here tonight. Maybe Evan Floric has his viral moment. We're in the place where it happened.
I got hands, folks, okay? 1-1 pitch here for Alvarez.
Let me tell you something, Dole. I'm feeling lucky tonight. I'm feeling lucky. I think I can get something in my hands and catch a ball. Maybe I'll take Evan's hat off and I'll catch it in the hat.
In my honest opinion, though, you should use your hands to operate that camera. Like right now.
Absolutely hammered to left field. It hits the ground. Man's got a triple.
While standing up, 2 runs will score.
And now, oh boy, the Minutemen will lead 8-1. They're telling us.
For the Minutemen, the first baseman, number 23, Derek Escobar.
Something tells me TD Bank Stadium's lying to us.
I do believe it is 9, but anyway, I believe that they were trying to intentionally walk the batter. At least on the first pitch, it looked like it was kind of lobbed in there. And then the second pitch, kind of halfway between a fastball and a lob. I was a bit confused on what was thrown there.
Either way, Derek Escobar, 1 hit away from 100. So this very well could be his 100th hit.
9-1.
It is in fact 9-1. Okay. This is why we level up here at Union Catholic Livestream. If any student here is listening at home, if you would like to level up at Union Catholic Livestream too, feel free to reach out to Mr. Lambert or me. I will get you leveled up. 1-1 pitch here.
And shout out to all the Algebra 1 teachers helping us know that the score is 9-1.
You'll love to see it a little bit low, a little bit outside. 2-1 incoming, 1 out in the top of the 6th. Two-one pitch here. Off the ground.
After watching back the replay, I realized it was not an attempt at an intentional walk. Instead, Santi was in the motion of his windup, and the batter called time, but Santi couldn't hold on to the ball, so he just chucked it.
Oh, I see. That would be a great time for instant replays. Harrison.
And then the next pitch happened to be, just an Italian meatball straight down the plate that was smoked.
Harrison is the instant replay guy around here. If we don't get instant replays, you can all blame it on him.
It's funny you mention that, Evan Floric. I'm actually on the camps today. It's Nick Dahl that is not doing replays, but you know what? He's been doing a lot for us, and we appreciate it. So we'll forgive him this time for the lack of instant replays. We'll get him next time, Nick Dahl.
Well, let's not blame it all on him either way. Right straight down the middle. We got ourselves a full count here. Escobar potentially one pitch away from his 100th hit, and he will not get it. He'll walk straight to first. Runners on the corners now as EJ Oliveira steps up to the batter's box. Is it batter box or batter's box?
Batter's box.
There's an apostrophe on it. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a box for batters.
Yes, I'm aware.
But it could also be, the box where the batter stands, the batter box.
Exactly.
It is the batter's box, but it could go both ways.
These are the debates we have here.
Number 11,
Philosophical debates about baseball. Who would have thought, right?
We're really like our generation Socrates, one could say.
Oh, never mind. Oliveira will not come on. Oliveira, I believe, is the courtesy runner. Instead, now batting is Luis Quezada. Straight down the middle, strike one.
It feels as though it has been runners on the corners, one out, top of the sixth inning for quite a while.
You would think so, right?
This is the third iteration of runners on the corners.
One out. A little bit off speed. Just a bit outside. Fouled back. That net is there. You love to see that net. 1-2 pitch here. Will make some contact. Fouled off again.
Nearly rolled fair there.
Nine runs on 9 hits. A very efficient game here for the Minutemen.
And also, a very inefficient game defensively here for the Vikings. As usually it's a 2-to-1 ratio between hits to runs in, a classic baseball game, meaning a lot of defensive mistakes here for the Vikings.
Swing and a miss here. Santi's going to get his second K of the season. Cardozo coming up to bat now for the Minutemen. Immediate contact. Saya, another diving catch. Could not get it this time.
2 runs will score.
He's sent home.
And that's a 2 RBI stand-up double there.
And now the Minutemen lead 11-1. Not the position you wanted to be in if you were the Vikings. Of course, you went into this inning only down by 5. This was a very winnable situation for you. However, it is getting more and more out of hand by the minute.
Now I seriously doubt that we see Noah Sosa come out. No reason to risk injury in a game like this.
Of course, he has been out all of last season he was out because all of basketball season and all of this season because of surgery.
Yes, since September he has been injured.
Now, I will say, you said that's a reason not to throw him in the game. I think that's all the more reason to throw him in the game. You're coming back from an injury. You're trying to get back in shape. At this point, we're getting to a point where the game is out of reach. If you're going to throw an injured pitcher, trying to get him back into the game, get him back to rotation, throw him in the game where if he gives a couple runs, it's not the end of the world. Not in a game where it's an important thing like that.
I do agree with that if he's ready. But if he's not ready, there's no reason
It's over.
to rush into this game.
It's over. Mercy.
They ended the game. It will be a mercy.
Never mind.
No,
Never mind.
UC has 3 outs to make sure that the lead shrinks from 10. Yeah.
Why are we switching sides though?
We should not be switching sides. I think a mistake was made by the umpires. Maybe they called the game off.
Well,
I mean,
you saw.
Maybe time was called.
You saw Coletti and the Elizabeth coach talking, but I don't know if that's a reason to end the inning early. Lambert, do you know what happened? I thought it was a mercy rule, but there hasn't been 3 outs made.
UC needs.
Maldonado looking to pitch the complete game here.
But there wasn't 3 outs.
There was not 3 outs, which really begs the question of why it's happening.
Don't know.
Just pulled him off the field. Either way, the Vikings have 3 outs to cut the lead back to single digits.
I'm saying Robbie. Robbie wants to check out the broadcast room here. Lila.
We have some visitors in the broadcast room. Anything you'd like to say to the fans at home?
Say hi. This is Mr. Kopnicki's daughter.
Mr. Kopnicki's daughter has waved to us.
I know you got some wheels in you.
Of course.
This is his nephew.
This is Robbie.
Robbie, anything you would like to say to the fans at home?
He played T-ball today. He plays first base, second base, and pitcher.
Really? Doing it all out there. You love to see
And
it.
the game ended 15-15 tie.
A 15-15 tie.
You want to yell, go Vikings, go Vikings. You want to say it?
Go Vikings.
Go Vikings.
Want to say that?
Go Vikings.
Love the support from UC families.
Oh yeah, we're starting them early, guys.
So, what just happened? The last pitcher, I believe, was not checked into the game. Something happened. I heard Luciano say someone wasn't checked in, so the runs don't count. It's now a 9-1 game, and now we're gonna switch sides, and Elizabeth got ruled out. So now it's 9-1.
Basically what happened was they batted out of order. So those 2 runs that they scored don't count.
I was wondering. I was actually very curious what on earth Luis was doing in there.
I mean, what a break there for the Vikings. They really have new life right now.
Of course, now still down 8. Not exactly the situation you want to be in.
But at the same time, right, you now have all 6 outs to work with because the mercy is no longer on.
Of course. Morrison takes it down the middle. Strike 1. Baseball is very confusing. I'm just as confused as you are, Harrison. Not a situation I've ever seen in, and I have watched quite a lot of baseball.
And if you're Elizabeth, right, you have so many coaches in your dugout to make sure that those kind of mistakes never happen.
Morrison grounds it right to the shortstop. Barrels it right to Escobar for the first out of the bottom of the 6th.
I mean, I believe I heard Dahl say, this is a moment to capitalize on. This is not one to throw away and just let it die in the dirt. Union Catholic has been granted an opportunity to make up only 8 runs instead of, what was it before, 10? Yeah, which, you know what, still 2 runs nevertheless. This is not something they should take in vain, and they have to capitalize on this for any opportunity at coming up with a miracle.
That was a fun broadcast that capitalized 20 straight times.
Pellegrino up to bat. Has not swung yet. 1-1 here. Makes a smidge of contact on it, way inside. Will be foul. 1-2.
If I was a fan, I'd be really confused right now what just happened. Oh, that's fair.
That is fair. Mikey.
Nearly put on the Jets there instead. Called out on what was not really a bunt, but ended up with resulting in a bunt. I actually sent him an Instagram reel the other day saying, oh, what happens when you hit a bomb really, really far, but it's that one teammate who can't really run that fast. And he's like, yeah, I'm pretty slow.
Honestly, that is the fastest I've ever seen Pell run.
I mean, you think that there was munchkins on first base.
A bat. 0-2 here. Just a smidge low. And it'll be a 1-2. The pitcher in half the outfield thought that was a strike.
You know where you're going. Let's go. You're down here now. Stay here.
Little low, little outside. We're up to 2-2. And on his first swing, he makes a lovely little ground ball straight to the shortstop. Escobar gets the out. That'll be the end of the sixth without a man on base for the Vikings. Still down 9-1. We'll see what happens in the seventh. Stay tuned. And we're here with what's going to be the final inning of this game. Once the Vikings pull off the greatest comeback since 2016 LeBron.
Evan, I'm going to say it right here live. If the Union Catholic makes the comeback, I'm gonna take your hat, I'm going to cook it, and I'm going to eat it live. I will do it if Union Catholic makes the greatest comeback in probably high school baseball history. You heard it here first.
Gamble to make, I will say.
My dad's hat, please don't. Hector Rodriguez up to bat here.
Or maybe not.
For the Minutemen.
Or maybe not, because look at this.
Or maybe not. Oh boy, are we doing the same thing again?
Maybe he's just checking.
Oh, we just have to clarify.
I mean, you never know nowadays. Because what if Mr. Luciano didn't check and that 2-run triple stayed on the board?
In hindsight, it probably won't matter. But
you never know.
You never know. You want to know what it could matter for? Union County tournament seeding. Which, as of now, Elizabeth will jump the Union Catholic Vikings in the seeding. Union Catholic more than likely we're going to get the 2 headed into this game. But now Elizabeth will pass Union Catholic on head-to-head. They're still going to play each other. The only difference is we've got to go to Elizabeth now.
And that's a tough place to play. They have speakers there. They will play some crazy stuff on those speakers.
Alvarez starting off hot. 0-2 pitch here.
I haven't heard any floss today, and there's been 9 runs, so I guess they dropped that.
A bit of dust kicks up.
I think the scoreboard is wrong. Is that what you said? Is that what you said? That is Hector. You said Hector?
Fouled off. It'll remain 1-2. Are we doing this thing again where we have a 1-2 standoff? Because I think that's why Lenny was pulled off. That 1-2 standoff lasted maybe 5 or 6 pitches. That would mess up any man's elbow. That would have messed up Shohei Ohtani's elbow. Straight down the middle. Santi proving me wrong. First out in the top of the 7th.
I mean, I hope Hector found something he wanted to buy because Santi just got him window shopping.
What a line there by Andrew Miller.
Take that one to the comedy club, man.
It cracked a smile out of me, you know?
But for all the wrong reasons, you know.
No, you know what? I think that was a good. It was corny. Don't get me wrong. Either way, Jamie Tomeo up to bat now for the Minutemen.
Certainly something.
It was corny. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think he used it right.
Sounds about right.
You could have segued it in better. We'll work on it. Fouled off for strike. What for? That there was contact. Did I not hear contact?
There absolutely was.
Why am I looking at a?
It's 1-1.
It's 1-1. Okay, I'm not crazy. Just a bit outside. 2-1 pitch here.
I think the scoreboard operators are struggling here a bit.
Okay, nope, they got it. I'll tell you what, it is not easy being a scoreboard operator. I have tried and failed.
And it's a lot different for the high school games here in Somerset rather than an actual Somerset. Somerset, we have full computer software and everything. We have 3 people doing stats. Right here for the high school games, just 1 person.
That's true, yeah.
Who we appreciate.
Yeah.
We totally appreciate what they do here. 2-2, makes great contact on it. Center field, Wilson's there. Honestly, he had the window there. Chris Wilson, a track star in his own right. He's got wheels on him.
Absolutely right there. State champion in Chris Wilson. That ball kind of floated a little bit. Thought it was going to be a line drive straight through the gap. Instead, Chris Wilson makes the play.
Now batting for the Minutemen, the left fielder, number 14, Ian Acevedo.
2 outs without a man on base yet. Ian Acevedo looking to change that. Immediate contact. Oh, I thought it was going to us. I was begging for it.
I'm going to go check on that window.
Please tell me it didn't break.
Just missed.
These better be baseball-proof windows.
Ball.
They got the ball. We here in the booth got the ball.
There is a massive dent in the wall.
I'm not gonna go look at it. I have a game to commentate. Either way, that scoreboard's not getting updated for now. So I couldn't. There's a strike on there. Make some contact. Valoria's there. He's got to swing it fast. Got him out just in the nick of time. Pellegrino staying calm, cool, collected. That will end the top of the 7th without a man touching the bases for the Minutemen.
Let me tell you, that ball definitely did touch the wall. That's for sure. I mean, I don't know if someone said on the mic already, but there is 100% a hole in the wall right now. Somerset is Patriots are in shambles a little bit. I mean, someone's gonna have to come and repair that.
Yeah, they're going to have to call a drywall expert in the morning. But it's the Union Catholic Vikings down to their final 3 outs to make what would be one of the greatest comebacks in Union Catholic baseball history. Bottom of the 7th. Stay tuned.
I gotta say, I just gotta look at that. That was an incredible dent in the wall. It's a perfect circle. We're getting to the bottom of the 7th here. Colton Ruff, anything you'd like to say about the game?
Very interesting. I think Lenny Piguero pitched a good game. Rywell pitched pretty well as well. Happy for those 2 guys, and hope we can see the bats going at last inning.
You know what, I'll tell you what, Lenny, he has never pitched an inning for the Vikings. You love to see him stepping up, especially in an environment like TD Bank Ballpark. You love to see him stepping up. Appreciate you being here, man.
Of course.
Colton Ruff, of course, a member of the Union Catholic live stream program. You love to see him stopping by. Bottom of the 7th has began. First batter up, Brian McCabe. Oh, one here. Straight down the middle, watching it go by. McCabe has yet to swing. I'll tell you what, this is his 7th inning pitching, and Albert Maldonado Jr. is still throwing absolute heat. You'll love to see it from the kid. The endurance in this man is absolutely inspiring, and McCabe is out, not swinging. Not swinging once. That'll be the first out in the bottom of the 7th.
For the Vikings, the third baseman, number 13, Luigi Sacca.
Luigi Sacca up to bat. I always thought it was Sacca. Who knows? The PA guy probably knows more than I do.
Final 2 outs here.
Swing and a miss for Sacca. Sacca. I'm going to keep saying Sacca. I'm used to it.
Soccer.
Too late. Paints the bottom corner. 0-2 pitch here. I'll tell you what, I think I've said this before. I've never seen Luigi spelled with 2 G's. Swing and a miss. We'll get Luigi out in just 3 pitches.
And Chris did have a hit earlier. He's up now. He's got to be the one to start this 2-out rally here for the Vikings. And they'll be taking the Elizabeth pitcher out 1 out before his complete game. And he'll get a standing ovation, of course, because what a wonderful outing for him.
100%. I mean, 1 run allowed in 7 innings pitched. Absolutely amazing. And only 4 hits. I don't believe there are any hits past really the 2nd inning.
No, and we've been saying 4 hits for quite a while. I think he's held up no hits for quite a while, maybe 3 or 4 innings at this point.
I said no hits past the 2nd inning.
Oh, really?
I want to say it's around there.
Yeah, definitely.
Number 15, Jonathan.
No, I think that Tortorella hit you're talking about might have been the last one. Which is just a
that is a crazy performance by the Elizabeth defense and pitching staff. And this Elizabeth team, they will be a hard out in the county tournament, assuming that they are either a 2 or a 3 seed. Obviously, GL, 2nd in the state, 1st in the county. They are the favorites going into the county tournament. But don't count this Elizabeth team out, and don't count this Vikings team out. They're most likely going to match up in the county semifinal. And the winner of that will presumptively play Governor Livingston in the final. And hey, in one baseball game, anyone can win anything.
Jonathan Valentine up to pitch the final out of this game. Unless the Vikings make 8 runs with him 1 out. Which, of course, I've never seen anything crazier in sports.
It is a tough ask to have an 8-run, 2-out rally.
I will repeat what I had said earlier at this game.
We did hear you the first time.
You know what I'm going to do if we win this game.
Oh, we're all aware. But I'm telling you, momentum is absolutely Momentum is absolutely everything in the game of baseball. Listen, momentum is everything in sports, okay? There were a couple of errors very early on in the 1st inning, and I think that really spelled how the game is going to last for the Vikings. It's an unfortunate story.
I have to agree, right? And if this Union Catholic education has taught me anything, if Miss Hoffman has taught me anything, it's that objects in motion will stay in motion, right? The equation for kinetic energy is 1/2 mass velocity squared. And if these guys get some velocity on these hits, they can't be stopped.
Donna Hoffman would be very proud of you. I hope she's listening to this. Valentine's first pitch, an absolute laser. And the first hit within like 5 or so innings.
Hey, as we said, if they get some velocities on these balls, they cannot be stopped. The 2-out rally has got to start right now.
Batting for the Vikings, the left fielder, number
Hey,
1, Josiah Sharp.
I said it maybe 2 minutes ago. Momentum is everything. The game ain't over till it's over. Saya Sharp up to bat. Absolute gas to the umpire. That's grit right there. Good eat, ump.
I believe it actually hit Saya before the umpire, so he'll actually take first base. It's now first and second, 2 outs here for the Vikings with Greg Valoria up to bat.
Now that right there is an unfortunate series of events.
No, but that was a great eat by the ump. Would not be surprised if he's, the lacrosse goalie for the local beer league in his neighborhood.
I'll tell you what, we could use him for UC Lax.
We definitely could. Luke Chang concussed, unfortunate situation there. Kevin has stepped up, has done really well. 13 saves today against Dayton. Got to give it up for him. But that ump, that's some grit right there.
And Dev?
Shout out him.
Well, either way, 2 pitches, 2 men on base. And Valoria looks to keep this momentum going.
And even if this rally is not successful, at the end of the day, it will leave a better taste in these Vikings' mouths than if they just went down without swinging.
I think it's very important to end a game giving it your all. Way inside. I'll tell you what, a game like this builds character for you.
And it also sets the tone going into the county tournament where they're going to eventually play Elizabeth again.
Yes, they will. And this is some of the best that the Vikings have looked in a very long time. I remember my freshman year, they were sub 500. And now they're 11-4, probably going to be 11-5. But you can't really fault them. Momentum is everything. Elizabeth had all the momentum in this game. 6 runs through the first 4 innings. Either way, 2-1 pitch here, incoming for Valoria. High ball. Three 1 here.
And Greg works a walk there. It's now bases loaded, still 2 outs.
I'll tell you what, if there's anyone you need to hit a grand slam, Greg hit a grand slam yesterday. But it might be Chris Wilson if you want to hit a grand slam right now. The guy's going to Sacred Heart next year. And they got themselves a good one.
Yup. Has not had necessarily his best game of the season, but this is a great get-right spot for him.
Without a doubt. A bit low, a bit outside. For ball 1. I'll tell you what, Albert Maldonado Jr. pitched absolute gas. This is a guy that really should be playing ball in college. Straight down the middle for strike 1.
The level of play on this field today is so high. I'm sure many of these guys will be continuing to play at the next level.
Without a doubt, I have full belief that some of the younger players on the Vikings team can go on to do great things with their baseball careers.
And hey, they might even play in the stadium one day.
Who knows? Wilson ropes a ground ball. It's an error.
Everyone
By the shortstop.
1 run will score. And hey, the 2-out rally will continue. With Braden Morrison, one of the best catchers in the state, up to bat.
And just like that, the courtesy runner, EJ Onishak, comes home. And bases are still loaded with Braden Morrison coming to bat.
He's hitting an absurd 500 on the season, leads this team in batting average.
He would be leading most teams in batting average with those numbers. A bit unfortunate there. 1-1 pitch incoming here. Way high. Leave it. Way inside.
Elizabeth dugout disagrees there.
2-1 here. Outside there. 3-1.
Ref not giving either side any love there. Didn't call the inside, didn't call the outside. It's got to be right down the middle. Over the plate.
Swing and miss for Morrison. We got ourselves a full count. One more ball leads to another run score for the Vikes. One more strike leads to the end of this game.
And this is what you dream of as a kid. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 3-2 count, bottom of the 7th.
In high school baseball, at least. And that's it. Morrison.
Mr. Morrison looking.
And that is going to be the end of the ball game. Of course, Valentine leading for a little bit of a Vikings momentum at the end of that game. But they will fall 9-2. Of course, Maldonado, just an elite pitcher at the high school level. He's a tall kid who throws absolute gas, okay? There is not a lot of teams who are going to hit efficiently against him. Of course, now the Minutemen will move to 14-4. The Vikings will move to 11-5. And of course, a huge shout out to TD Bank Stadium for allowing us to play here. Oh, man. Anything you'd like to say about this game, Andrew Miller?
I mean, I don't know if we did much playing out here. I think we were mostly commentating. But at the end of the day, right, the Union Catholic Vikings tried their hardest in the bottom of the 7th to start a rally, and that's really the kind of momentum you need going into the county tournament when you're going to play Elizabeth once again, and if you beat Elizabeth, you're going to have to end up playing the juggernaut that is Governor Livingston. So at the end of the day, it's a good lesson moving forward to stay in the game because you never know what can happen, right? That Chris Wilson ground ball, that's an out 9 times out of 10. But the 1/10th time happened this time, and it nearly resulted in a massive 2-out rally. Gotta be happy with the performance. But at the end of the day, Elizabeth gets the win as they do their celebration on the third base line. Gotta hurt it for the Vikings.
You gotta hurt if you're the Vikings, but you saw a glimmer of hope there. This was not a game of all negatives there. You saw some momentum at the end of the game. You saw Peguero get his first pitches of the season there, and he was playing like a dog. Only one, I believe 2 runs allowed through 4 innings, and then of course, in the top of the 6th, he was starting to falter there, which I mean, of course, that's just general fatigue. He was throwing a lot of pitches. That's going to happen to anybody, especially an inexperienced pitcher like Peguero who hasn't gone all season. And so, you know, I think that's going to be it from us today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Evan Flork. This is Andrew Miller. We got Nick Dull on the cams. Well, we got Nick Dahl on the tech. We got Harrison Manusos on the cams. And shout out to everyone here at UC Livestream. Mr. Lambert, Ben Palacio, who's been wandering all day. Jacob Neshapur, UC Livestream alum, who's running the PA. And we got Nathan Corner, also UC alum, in the stands, in his uniform. I believe he's also a Livestream alum.
Absolutely right. Great day for the community to come together for a great cause.
Of course, you heard Colton Ruff on the mic a couple times. And my voice really hurts. I had such a great time today. And you'll be hearing next from us sometime next week. We got lacrosse, we got softball, we got baseball, we got it all. And so, this is UC Livestream. And as always, stay tuned.